The sun bear clings to a sheer rock face, biting aggressively. The honeycomb breaks loose and plummets to the ground. Down below, the honey badger immediately pounces. Having secured the ultimate prize, the honey badger relies on its speed to escape. The sun bear realizes its hard work has been enraged. The sun bear scrambles down the rock face. The honey badger sprints through the dense foliage, clutching the heavy gold high above the rainforest floor. A curtain of rock rises from the green. Suspended from its face, heavy with golden promise, it hangs a vast colony of wild honeybees. The forest breathes around it. Insects hum. Mist clings to the canopy. And life moves in layers, and from the treetops to the leaf-littered ground below. But sweetness here is never unguarded. The honey draws many eyes. A sun bear emerges from the undergrowth, nostrils flaring at the scent drifting down the cliff. Yet it is not alone in the shadows. Smaller, but no less determined. A honey badger watches and waits. Thick-skinned, fearless, and famously relentless. The sun bear rears up on its hind legs, planting its large, clawed front paws against the vertical stone wall. The bear commits first. Hauling its weight up the rock face. Claws scrape stone. Bees erupt in defense. A primal struggle unfolds on the rock face. While the bear braves the swarm, the notoriously high above, the sun bear sinks its teeth into the thick, yellow honeycomb, bracing its body against the vertical wall as it tries to tear a piece free. The sun bear leverages all its weight and strength to break the comb loose, enduring the worst of the bee swarms. At last, the comb tears free and falls. But gravity favors the bold. On the ground, in a flash, the honey badger seizes the prize and runs. Stung and furious, the bear descends to reclaim what it believes is rightfully earned.
What began as theft becomes a pursuit.
What begins as pursuit becomes confrontation.
In the clearing below the cliff, neither animal is willing to yield. The sun bear attempts to intimidate the smaller creature, but the honey badger meets the aggression with fearless defiance, refusing to yield an inch.
The tension breaks as the honey badger makes the first physical move, attempting to bite the bear's legs. The honey badger darts forward.
The sun bear attempts to circle the badger to find an opening, but the badger pivots to maintain a dangerous defensive front.
The posturing ends. As the massive sun bear prepares to strike, the fearless badger launches itself upwards towards the golden crescent. The clash is explosive. The bear's power meets the badger's agility. Teeth snap, claws rake, dust fills the air. Slate. The sun bear opens its massive jaws, roaring directly into the honey badger's face. The badger snaps back fiercely. The sun bear swats heavily downward at the badger. The honey badger scrambles along the slope, dodging the heavy blows. The badger twists within its loose skin to escape crushing bites. Overwhelmed by the badger's relentless attacks, the bear stumbles. The honey badger brawling defensively. The massive sun bear attempts to crush its agile foe. But the honey badger, fearless and relentless, evades the heavy. The bear strikes with brute force, attempting to overpower by size alone. The forest floor becomes a battlefield of instinct and endurance. The honey badger takes the offensive, latching its teeth onto the sun bear's leg. Startled, the bear jolts, scrambling backward up.
A brief moment of exhaustion hits the bear, but the badger capitalizes on the pause to launch another furious assault.
Driven by instinct, the badger targets the bear's most vulnerable point, its face. The sun bear, panicked and enraged, fights back wildly. The bear leans its heavy body against the badger, pinning it against the stone, opening its jaws wide and roaring fiercely. Again and again, momentum shifts. The bear pins, the badger slips free. Yet pride, pain, and provocation have carried them too far to retreat easily. The honey badger uses its low center of gravity to dodge the bear's heavy, clumsy attacks. The sun bear chases the honey badger. The sun bear swats the honey badger with a powerful blow, sending the smaller animal tumbling across the dirt path. Rearing high, the sun bear issues a thunderous roar. Yet the honey badger remains undaunted. The
fight degrades into close-quarters grappling, with the bear struggling to maintain control of the wriggling badger. The sun bear attempts to pin the honey badger with
a The sun bear bites down onto the back of the honey badger's neck. The badger simply rotates within its thick skin. The sun bear, surprised by the tenacity of the honey badger, attempts to dislodge the relentless attacker with brute force. The sun bear throws itself backward, attempting to crush the badger beneath its heavy back. But the agile honey badger scurries out, turning to snap at the bear's legs. Though fatigue is evident, the primal struggle continues. The sun bear charges with brute force, while the relentless badger scrambles up the embankment, dodging the bear's heavy swipes. With fearless aggression, it bites fiercely at the reaching paws in this primal struggle. The sun bear lunges and grabs the honey badger, lifting it off the ground. But the badger thrashes wildly, snapping its jaws. The bear throws the badger to the ground, but the badger is immediately ready to resume the fight. The relentless pace of the battle finally slows, as exhaustion begins to heavily affect both creatures. They pause, staring each other down. At last, exhaustion weighs heavier than anger. A decisive bite, a final surge of force, and the balance tips. One animal yields to gravity and silence. Exhausted and vulnerable, the sun bear lies completely still. Every breath is a struggle, a testament to the brutal fight it has just endured. While the other stands battered but unbroken. Slowly, the forest reclaims its calm. Bees return to rebuild. Leaves settle over the scars of struggle. The honey badger limps back into shadow, carrying not just sweetness, but survival here in the wild. Victory is never glory. It is simply another day earned. Safely back at its den, the honey badger finally enjoys the sweet reward it fought so ruthlessly to keep. The honey badger retreats into the darkness, leaving the bear victorious but wary. Within this dense, humid jungle, where ancient trees tower over a misty valley, a primal struggle. The smaller inhabitants of the forest go about their daily routines, completely oblivious to the recent clash of titans. As the primal struggle fades, the rainforest reveals its true self, a world teeming with delicate life. Here, the eternal and towering presence of the rainforest cements the ongoing primal struggle for survival.